Hello again, it's time for a little bit more of a Phoenix Point backer build 4. As you can see, a Haven is under attack, and this time we're fighting against Chirons. This is actually a new game compared to the last one. I started another game because Chirons were just point blank refusing to spawn, and I really wanted to capture some footage of them. And then in that game, yet again, it was all Sirens rather than Chirons. I did get to the point where the Queen spawned, and I wasn't allowed to assault the Citadel. I sent a bug report, obviously, but apparently to no issue, sometimes the game just stops allowing you to send missions. Couldn't attack the Citadel, couldn't even defend any havens, couldn't do anything at all. So I started yet another new game. Obviously, I've gone around the map a little bit, and it's time to defend this base. That hopefully will give me my first look at the Chiron. Apparently there are 3 variants. Some that just flat out chuck explosives at you, some that throw fireworms at you, and some that throw some sort of goo. I'm not entirely certain what the goo is, as I've never seen it. But we shall be finding out shortly which variant of the Chiron this nest has spawned. Hopefully this nest will also upgrade to a Citadel, and I'll be able to actually fight a Queen this time. I did get a response on the subreddit post about the inability to assault the Alien Queen, Citadel or Havens. Apparently that's being fixed in a patch at the end of the week. So that's a lot of dudes over there. Right, as you can see, I've done a bit of cross training, so my snipers have been cross trained into heavies so they can use jetpacks and mounted rocket launchers. My engineer's been cross trained with an assault, so he gets to use exertion. I haven't bothered cross training the heavies or the assaults. I mean, they already have the skills and abilities I really want. And speaking of heavies and rockets, I think this could be as good a time as any to deploy some explosives. See what sort of value I can get. If I get those 2, they'll also blow up his cover. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Didn't blow up all of his cover, but blew up a reasonable amount of it, and then he can just head forwards a tiny bit. And the next gentleman, so let's see, there's another one there as well as that one. There are those 3 there, plus that one there. I think they are looking very much like missile bait. Can I just sneakily get the 3rd? Yes, I believe I can. Yes, as anyone who's been following the forums, be it the official game forums, Discord, or the subreddit, will already know the explosives and exertion are incredibly powerful tools. Some people claim they're too powerful. I would say they're just powerful enough, personally. This is, after all, a pre-alpha build, nothing even remotely close to finalised. Also, I think it's very easy, once you put a lot of time into the game and really developed your characters, it's very easy to say, oh, everything's too simple, too quick, we blow them up, without a second thought. But in the first few missions you do struggle. I mean, no, I don't really want to waste another rocket shot on him. do want to kill that thing, so that will be double exertion if I want to do it with him. What about you? Same boat. Right, now we'll just run forwards into better positions for next time. You could run a trooper up there, exert, run him in, exert again to get the kill, but it's not really that big a deal. He doesn't need to die straight away. Oh, I didn't notice those two there. Well, that is actually something I will deal with straight away. What I've not seen yet is the Chiron, or Chiron, not sure how you're supposed to pronounce that. Let's put him back. Just run forwards. Yeah, he's lost his pincer arm, that's good. Might just have this guy pop up there. That's the real reason I cross-trained my snipers with heavies, just so they can jump jet into good positions. Although the extra missiles are obviously hugely beneficial. And that guy didn't reload at the end of the last mission. Yes, they're panicking anyway. Right, so I'm going to need one brave volunteer. You look like you volunteered. Blow his face off. That'll do for you, I think. Yeah, those others ran a long way away, didn't they? I wonder. The trouble is, once they do run away, they do become very hard to chase down. And so it is time to use some of that exertion action. There's another one there, okay. That being said, you can probably clip both. And then come forwards, and the shotgunner can run around. He can continue his little jog. Somehow that one wasn't visible, so let's make him visible. Let's go for the head. Now then, you need 75%, so that should be plenty. Yeah, you'll bleed out, you'll bleed out. Everyone else is kind of irrelevant. Let's just see, can you jet jump up to there? No, you cannot. So you can just head up there in case something spawns from one of those spawn points. You can head up there in case something spawns from one of those spawn points. That's bleeding out, that's bleeding out, and that's bleeding out. And you can also head up there. And you can just chill. There's one. No, you can't. Okay, well. Yes, let's use the jet jump to get some free will points for the squad. He is just inevitably going to get shotgunned. Good leg range. Ideally getting the head. You could do with coming up. So you can get in close with heavy gun should anyone spawn from those. You can get a bit central. You can stand there. Just trying to ensure all potential spawns are reasonably covered. You fine where you are, you're fine where you are. Let's just end it. I mean, yeah, there's an argument could be made for overwatching those areas, but meh, not that big a deal to be honest. Let's see if the sniper can get around that shield. He can. Sadly, no Chiron. I was really hoping one would actually spawn. Oh well. Such is the way of things. The point is they are possibly spawning now. And the reason I was coming here before the defense sprung up is I do need to establish a new radar station. I'm just really waiting for that lair to upgrade to a citadel, and hopefully gonna get to launch an assault. Yeah, it will provide aid. We have huge amounts of food. Not a big deal. Of course, we'll support New Jericho. Yeah, we'll praise its speech, why not? We're not actually into the political section of the game, so making friends with them isn't going to piss the others off. Ah yes, now, I think I've got a full squad's worth of recruits scattered around the map by this point. Well, lots of goody huts here. No scavenging sites though. Oh, this actually has upset the Disciple of Anu. Do you know, I've never seen one of these before. Yeah, one of those things later on when the game is fully fleshed out. Befriending one faction will obviously upset at least one of the others, possibly even both of the others. And yeah, this is what a lot of the game essentially boils down to, is flying around, building radar bases, waiting for things to be attacked. So here we have an alien base Haven Assault. Oof, am I going to get there in time? Yes. Right, let's see if we can get a Chiron in this fight. Should it be Chiron? Should it be Chiron? Depends really on the origin, I suppose. Well, I'm sure someone at some point will come out with a pronunciation guide. Right, let's have a look around the map. Oh, that's wow. Fortunately, it's a zoom out function, not a zoom in function. That looks frankly terrifying. I've also never seen this map before. This is... I've not seen that building. This is an interesting one. Right, so where's the other alien? Oh, he's up on the roof. Well, when they're up on the roof, there's only one efficient way to deal with them, which is to lob a grenade up at them. That should reach a few steps across there. Not quite. Oh, I think we found the 1 pixel. I do love a bit of pixel in these games. It's a shame really, it'll be far less effective in later builds when they start adding mischances. Although, hopefully the scatter effect won't be quite so insane as the scatter effect in XCOM was for the rocket launchers, because rockets literally coming out at right angles to the way they were fired is massively unrealistic. In fact, the biggest problem with a lot of games, including the original XCOM by Julian Gollop, was the huge scatter for grenades. I mean, I'm not the most accurate thrower of objects in the world, but even so, it's a bit of a piss take that they can scatter the in-game equivalent of about 15 meters. No one is a professional soldier who throws a grenade that inaccurately. It's just... no. It just does not happen. Let's bring the sniper into play to have a good close look at that beast. Not the best angle to have a look at it really. So it's got some legs, it's got a turrety thing, it's got a body. Let's just go centre mass. Oh, we didn't like that, did it? Another second step forwards. Now, those people surrounded by those aliens is an issue, because the civilian AI is incredibly stupid and will probably just run up and hug them. It's one thing I am really hoping for in this game, is that they add some sort of doesn't necessarily need to be a rescue option, but perhaps a herding option. I mean, in XCOM, the Firaxis modern XCOMs, you were able to... did he fumble his jump jet? No, I clicked the wrong button. You were able to just automatically evacuate by moving them towards. That is possibly a little bit strong, as it completely takes them to safety, but perhaps you could have some sort of herding function, so you could escort them to an evac point. You know, just a little something to make it slightly less shitty. Because if you've not seen the civilian AI, it is incredibly stupid. I think what we might do actually is just throw another rocket that thing's way, just to slow it down a bit. Or not. Okay, never mind. No biggie. I'll just run forwards. And you also need to run forwards. Again, I am spreading out a bit, which is not massively efficient. But there are enemy spawn points and probably more hidden enemies on the map. Oh, they're actually running away from the aliens. That makes a change. So in an ideal world, they'd run to that evac point and get the fuck out. What is that, a clown car? Christ, I hope no one throws a grenade in there. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. So we've got a mixture of pincers and guns. That's one thing I did see on the Reddit. People were claiming that they're only getting pincers or only getting machine guns. I've seen mixtures on a lot of missions actually. Oh, well, now we know what that particular Chiron does. Let's hope it can't do it twice in a turn. Okay, those civvies need saving. And the Chiron needs killing. Or maybe it's too late to save those civvies. Okay. Right. Now, I'm not entirely sanguine about the chances of saving those civvies. This may be some extreme shotgun action required instead. I mean, that shotgunner can easily handle those three. That's not even a question. That sniper. Does he have a good shot on any of these, or are they all just crap shots? Yeah, they're all just meh. Yeah, I'm not liking any of those. I'm not liking any of his options. His best option may be to chuck a rocket instead. Shotgun. So you're looking at running in. Now unfortunately they're going to have return fire, so no matter where he runs he's going to get shot by somebody. Unless... do you have anything vaguely resembling a good shot? No. What if you head across? It's massively wasteful to throw a rocket just to kill one alien. But I'm concerned about my assault getting shut up by the return fire from one as he attacks the other. I mean, most of those civvies are dead regardless, but let's just have this shotgunner finish this one off. That'll clear out this section and also leave him in place to deal with any more spawns from that area. Grenadier can't really do much. How can you not see that gigantic fucking monster from there? That return fire could be an issue, so we'll have him take out these first. And there's one, and exert. And there's two. And tuck himself over there for no particular reason. You have a big fucking gun, and it's a big fucking target. Oh yeah, oh that's a lovely slow-mo kill effect on that. I'm quite pleased with that. So let's see what else is there. There's still that one monster there, but he is fleeing, so I'm not massively concerned. Then it's just potential spawns to be worried about. Let's just have the sniper move up. Let's have him chill there. That shotgunner, I mean, just for the sake of finishing this mission off, make sure he doesn't run away too far. Definitely more potential spawns around, so sit there, and you, there's one. That could well be the only thing to spawn, but that is after all why we want it. Someone over here to cover that spawn area. Him, shoot him in the head. That's still not the end of it. Let's have him come up and provide a bit of extra firepower on that spawn point. Really like putting the heavies on top of buildings because these half cover walls tend to block their heavy gun. Snipers are fine, but the heavies are a bit hit and miss. You run over there just to keep that spawn point covered. He can't quite reach that building. Let's see if we move forwards a tad. Whoa. Okay. I didn't actually press any buttons there. That's a bit of a bug. But alpha game is alpha. See, potentially spawning from there, potentially spawning from up there, also potentially spawning from down there. Let's have him head up there. I think at this point we have all the spawn points nicely covered. Right, now one thing I will attempt to do before I finish a mission, these loot crates, in previous backer builds you automatically got the contents of the loot crates. In this version you only get them if you actually open them and pick up all the stuff. I'd rather have that than that. So it is worth having a look to pick up said loot. Yeah, that's fine. I suspect this is probably going to be the last one I have to deal with in this mission. Yep. That's the end of that. Well, that was the first Chiron. And hopefully there'll be many more to come. I'd like to see all the different variants. I have seen in a video before I started recording, I have seen the Chiron that spits fireworms at you, and that's hilariously ineffective. Still only a lair, not a citadel. As soon as that gets upgraded, I definitely will be attempting to launch an assault. Let's get a new radar station up and running. Yeah, we'll provide aid. Yeah, that's none of my business. Oh, another manticore. Oh, I have seen, by the way, the armadillo APC from the previous backer build. It is in here as well as the scarab with the rocket launchers. I'm not really a huge fan, if I'm honest. It's APCs in general, I'd rather have 4 extra men than an APC. Provides far more firepower, but the APCs do look cool. Anyway, I shall go and defend that haven, and hopefully a citadel. The lair will get upgraded to a citadel, and I'll be able to assault it, in which case I'll be making a video of that. Until then, thank you very much for watching.